there's no other way around it. And so then I'm thinking these like if you're working at the small end of the market, and a lot of people go in on the small side of the market, you're working like service-based businesses or something like that. It's very commoditized. You're running PPC, you're doing SEO, whatever. They can't afford what's needed to happen. Like, and I think agencies are pricing stuff wrong because they don't want to charge what's needed to happen. And then that's where the churn comes in, because they're not getting the outcomes they need because they didn't charge. Because in the client's mind, they're like, man, 10K is a ton of money. And then in your head, you're like, man, that's going to be like 60K to get that funnel up and going, or whatever it is. Right. Like, and so like, there's a disconnect, and then AI is in the mix. So that's changing it. I mean, I'll tell you a funny story really quick. I started using a tool to do some entity SEO. Okay. And I was like one of the first to like get this tool from like, they're actually selling it to agencies. So I was like, it's priced in Italian dollars. Okay. So the US dollars dropped, okay, over the last, let's say 8 months. It's gone up over 70% of the tool. So then I had to like get on the phone and say like, guys, like, is there a way to like talk to finance to get like you've doubled almost your price on me on this price point? Cause I'm like going, this is just ticking up. Like, but that's just one of all the other factors that are getting peppered on what's happening. And then you got clients that the drop of 50% of traffic or more, they've lost it. They're like, well, I need another agency because this agency doesn't know what they're doing. So then you go to another agency and they're like, oh yeah, we do XYZ. Okay, we didn't get the result we needed because they're buying those bucket of productized services because the playbook hasn't changed. And so now you got really frustrated clients that we're talking to. And I have to like, it gets escalated to me and I have to say, okay, like, let's break it down. What's going on with you? We need to do a strategy session, which they, like a lot of clients that are service-based clients or even B2B, I don't know what it is. Tell me what your experience has been.
I think the problem is that like 10 years ago, or even like less than that, everybody sold strategy at the front end of every single engagement. And like the clients, like, they're like, every time I switch an agency, I need to like do another strategy. And it's another sunk cost of like anywhere between like 8 and 20K on the low end. Right. And it like they just got fatigued, and this is where everybody specialized, right? So everybody specialized into like, I now specialize in like, you know, plumbers, or like I specialize in lawyers, and I specialize in whatever, as a means of avoiding the strategy, because it's like, I know the strategy because I have 20 clients that are lawyers and you're another lawyer. Guess what?
So I can plug you in. Right? Yeah.
So the strategy is baked into the delivery of the service because it's unneeded to some degree. Now, I think that we are in a period of time where like I think that there's going to be a resurgence of strategy, and specifically, I would say brand strategy.
Yes.
But because like everything else is becoming way too commoditized in terms of like, I mean, you name it, you know, the type of attention that you're trying to get, like there's way too many, like, you know, other people in that space generally competing. But, you know, tying it back to like, well, what's the business model problem here from like a agency freelancer? Like if you charge money, our inventory is always time, right? So like productizing a service, making it value-based pricing is a means of generating a higher billable value per hour,